Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more.
recognizing our honor students. Thank you.
At this time, I want to take a moment to recognize our honor students. To earn the designation of honor student at Lyman High School, throughout your high school career, you need to maintain a 3.25 GPA. So at this time, will the honor students please rise? And can we give them a round of applause? Thank you. You may be seated. One thing I'd like to add is as you're meeting and greeting after the ceremony, you're going to notice some of our graduating seniors have a red cord around their neck. That red cord is an emblem of them being an active donator of blood during their high school career. So that is something that is to be commended. Thank you, seniors.
Thank you, choir. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Casey Hupp to present this year's Americanism Awards.
This certificate of distinguished achievement is awarded to Kathleen Boyle of Lyman High School. In recognition of achievement acquired as a winner of the American Legion School Award, in further recognition of the possession of those high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service which are necessary to the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and advancement of society. This award is made by the Buttrick Post number 89, Presho American Legion. Signed, Commander Paul Olson. The next award will be Distinguished Achievement is awarded to Conrad Moore Eimer of Lyman High School. In recognition of the attainment acquired as a winner of the American Legion School Award, in further recognition of the possession of those high qualities in courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service which are necessary to the preservation and protection of fundamental institutions of our government and advanced society. Buttrick Post 89, American Legion, signed by Paul Olson.
We have co-valedictorians this year, some excellent students in the class of 2016, and each of them will be given a message. The first will be given by Conrad Moore Eimer.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. And on behalf of the class of 2016, I would like to thank you for attending our ceremony today. And wow, when I look out at the crowd, what a turnout. That's awesome to see. So, like many before me and like many after, I was asked to have the daunting task of writing a graduation speech for all of you. And like many others, I'm sure I had no idea what I wanted to write or quite the right words to say. And still now, I don't know if these are the right words to say, but they are the words that you're going to hear today. So without a further delay, let me begin. There is a quote that if you've been out for sports, you may have heard before. It reads, "It's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog." And not speaking from experience or anything, but you definitely may have heard this from your football coach before, on the sideline as a sophomore, right before going out to defend against someone who kind of looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger's son on steroids. Yeah, thank you to whoever developed ibuprofen for that next morning. But anyway, this quote goes very well with the class of 2016. Sitting before you today, there are just 14 graduates, including myself. And as a quick side note, yes, today we walked in single file. Don't worry about that. That was just a precautionary thing we did. We didn't want somebody in the crowd to maybe get something in their eye, blink, and miss us go by. But yeah, only 14. However, these are the 14 of some of the very best students you could pick in the state. We recently had our awards night here at Lyman, and 9 of the 14 seniors received the Presidential Academic Award. Now, if you're not familiar with this award, that means that 9 of the 14 had a GPA of 3.5 or above. But it does not stop there. The average class GPA of the 14 graduates combined was, insert long pause for dramatic effect, was a 3.49. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is an A-, I believe, here at Lyman. And I myself believe that deserves a round of applause for these seniors. Now, not only does this class excel in the classroom, but also in sports, this community, and in other extracurricular activities. Most importantly, though, I can honestly say that every one of them is a down-to-earth, nice, and plain old decent person, and I would not want to be a part of any other class. Sitting before you here today, we have some doctors, a nurse, a veterinarian, a few farmers and ranchers, a dentist, a father, congratulations, Hayden, an interior designer, a game designer, a handful of agricultural technologists, a metallurgical engineer, and a member of the United States Navy. And all of these people will go on to be important members of their community someday. A pretty nice resume, I must say, although none of us would be here if it wasn't for the great guidance we had received along the way. So I have to give out some thank yous. So to start, thank you, Mr. Muirhead, for teaching us important life lessons every day in band class, and for teaching us band. Thank you, Mrs. Muirhead, for giving us a few extra days, okay, fine, a few extra weeks to turn in our fundraising money. Thank you, Mr. Larson, for teaching us that in computer class, when you're dealing with computers, sometimes you gotta have a little fun. Thank you, Mrs. Labita, for always having more than enough snacks prepared for us when we come in on Sunday night choir. Thank you to Mr. Kiefer's baseball hat for taking the brunt of Mr. Kiefer's anger during football games and eating dirt at least 15 times a game. Thank you, Mrs. Bergen, for getting us rooms at the Sheridan for State Student Council. Thank you, Julie, for letting me and pretty much everyone else use your room as extra locker space. Thank you, Marcia, for being the go-to lady if you need anything done in the high school. Thank you, Mom, or most of you know her as Ms. Moore, for coming into class every day with a smile on her face and for Pi Day. Thank you, Mrs. Sazu, for replying to the statement, "Hey, Mrs. Sazu, can we have a party in your room today?" with, "Sure, what day do you guys want to have it?" Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for letting us control our own education in English too. Thank you, Mrs. Junkie, for always giving us a word bank when we took the geography test over those Middle Eastern countries and all the stands. Thank you for that. Thank you, Mr. Callahan, for knowing that sometimes you have to take off your teacher hat every now and again. Thank you, Mrs. Ruman, for helping us get our lives together and for organizing our futures. Thank you, Mr. Milton, for always pushing us to the very edge of our abilities. And thank you to the lunch ladies for putting up with a bunch of hungry teams every day. Thank you to the custodians for always cleaning up after us. And as a group, thank you, teachers, for being both passionate about your jobs and for actually caring about the students that pass through your doors, because we all know you guys definitely do not do it for the money. And last, but most definitely not least, thank you, parents, for giving us unconditional love and support as we grew into the young men and women that sit before you today. So, class of 2016, before I finish, I want to leave you with a little advice. Now, I happened upon this saying when I was looking up graduation quotes on the interweb, and it kind of caught my eye. And not necessarily because of how good a quote it was, but just because it was different. So, when I was searching through, it was kind of everything you'd expect from graduation quotes. And so I got to this one, and I didn't quite understand it at first. It read, you ready for this now? "You can't use a rope to push a cart uphill." Right? Okay, is this a challenge, I thought, internet? Went out, tried it, you really can't, it's impossible. But anyway, this saying, it didn't really make sense to me at first, and I wasn't quite sure what it had to do with graduation, but this is what I came up with. So, graduates, in our near future, we might come across a problem, a challenge. Life might throw us a curveball, as life is known to do, and that's what this cart is going to represent. So how do you solve this problem? Easy, right? You take the rope, you attach it to the other side of the cart, and you can pull it uphill. Now, this may seem simple, but this is what I'm going to ask from every one of you seniors and myself. See, this cart is going to represent our problems in life, or these challenges that we might come across in life. And you're going to use that rope, and you're going to use that problem, and you're going to look at it from a different angle. So you're going to attach the rope to the other side and use it to pull yourselves up out of adversity. Pull yourself up if you failed, or pull yourself up after and get up after this problem. So with that, class of 2016, I thank you for taking me on this journey with you guys. I wish you the best of luck. Keep it classy, seniors.
Thank you, Conrad. At this time, I would like to invite our other co-valedictorian to the stage, Corder Cropsey.
Hello, my fellow students, faculty, family, and friends. The day has arrived. The class of 2016 will not be back at Lyman High School next year. Instead, families and teachers look upon us, in the words of Dr. Seuss, "Oh, the places you'll go." I personally like to take that to the next level. For it is not only the places that the class of 2016 will go, it is the places that the class of 2016 will succeed. From doctors to dentists, and from farmers and ranchers to designers, this group of students that stands before you is greatly varied, and each one of us has our very own skill or trait. Like if you need help coordinating your outfits, you should probably talk to Andy. Or if you prefer to learn some sick dance moves, Faison has you covered there. If you need anything colored or drawn neatly, I'd refer you to Alicia. Or if you want to discuss GMOs, Kathleen is the woman for the job. Got a tough math problem? No issues. Just talk to Conrad. Math is basically in his DNA. I've learned so much more than just the curriculum in my time here. I've learned that Phoenix is 100% right, 23% of the time. And any question about the time or date of a school-sponsored event can be handled by a quick call to Mandy. If you're wondering, Derek's favorite band is Nickelback, and between the three of them, the Rams, Reliance Area Mafia, can put almost anything together, even a 10-foot tall cardboard star. Finally, I've learned, with the help of Hayden, Conrad, and Faison, what it means to have a brotherhood on the field and the court. Oh, and that basketball is simple. Just quit forcing it and do your job. Despite all of these differences, we are closer to each other than anyone realizes. As new students come and go, the 14 of us weathered out the storm, and as my parents always say, the cream of the crop rises to the top. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the very best of 2016. We may be few, but we are mighty. We are dream chasers, difference makers, and world changers. I now give a special thank you from the class of 2016. A thank you to our parents for always pushing us, guiding us, and supporting us. A thank you to the teachers and faculty of Lyman High School. A thank you to our friends and other family members, and to the faithful LHS fans for being in the stands or bleachers regardless of the weather conditions or how many hundreds of miles away we are from home. Finally, a thank you to each other for one another's support. I know, as much as we might not like to admit it at times, each one of us cares about each other. Well, class of 2016, our time at Lyman High School has expired. But as one door closes, another door opens. We all set out on our own adventures now. New experiences are just around the corner, so let's not keep them waiting. Let's get out there and paint one heck of a picture. Thank you.
This time we'll have a song by our high school staff.
I think our lights are just about back up to full operation here. At this time, I would ask the class of 2016 to please rise. As Conrad said a little bit earlier, this is truly an outstanding class, very high academic standards, and very talented. They have met all the requirements for graduation of the South Dakota Board of Education and met the requirements of the Lyman Board of Education. Therefore, they are at the point where they are to receive their diploma. With the help of our board president, Maida Halverson, I would ask that our seniors please approach the stage. Corder Ronald Cropsey. Conrad Arthur Moore Eimer. Andy Sue Arnoldy. Alicia Marie Othier. Kathleen Esther Boyle. Phoenix Elizabeth Louise Scholl. Hayden Quaid Cleveland. Mandy May Cole. Dalen D. Grassrow. Brooke Renee Jennings. Derek John McManigal. Brady Arnold McManus. Faison Love Milton. Cole Edward Shelsky. Grant William Stewart. At this time, you can flip those tassels. It is my honor to present the graduates of the class of 2016 of Lyman High School. Please rise for the recessional.
Ways to win more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
The Prairie Post in Presho, South Dakota is the area's premier convenience store stop. We are proud sponsors of all the boys and girls activities on Lyman Raiders Live. The Prairie Post has everything essential for your traveling needs and are tailored for fast breaks in your schedule. We have quality products and friendly staff, all devised for the demands of your travel. And if you have a few, stop in for some friends and fun at the Prairie Post. The Prairie Post in Presho, the area's best stop when traveling to or from the games in Lyman. Good luck in today's event. The Prairie Post in Presho, South.
Hey, Doug, how'd that discount double check work out for you?
Oh, that was great. I wish I had double checked before discussing that play earlier. Did anybody catch that play? No. Okay, we're gonna act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm gonna break the huddle confidently, and we're gonna call it incomplete.
Your mic's on!
First down! Thank you! 70,000 people were there.
20 million more watching at home.
Got it!
Save big with State Farm.
How confident do you feel about your retirement? Ask Lyden & Associates, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, about the exclusive Confident Retirement approach. Together, you'll break down retirement planning step by step to get the real answers you need. Call Joel Lyden or Candy Sockgen at 605-842-3832 today. Offices located at 214 East 2nd Street in Winter, South Dakota, with offices also located in Chamberlain and Pierre. The Confident Retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financials results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services Services, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
If you're a younger runner getting into running, you want a shoe that can do it all. You can train in, you can race in, it looks cool, has a lot of Under Armour attitude to it. That's the Bandit.
We call ourselves Bandits. That's the Under Armour way, right? It's how we design product, it's how we live our life here at Under Armour.
Here at Farmers Union Insurance, they do everything they can to make sure that you have the right insurance for your specific needs. They understand not every individual or family has the same insurance needs, and insurance is not a one-size-fits-all type solution. You see, they look at themselves as an insurance consultant rather than the typical salespeople. Farmers Union Insurance Agency's presence within the community is more than just an insurance office.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
The Prairie Post in Presho, South Dakota is the area's premier convenience store stop. We are proud sponsors of all the boys and girls activities on Lyman Raiders Live. The Prairie Post has everything essential for your traveling needs and are tailored for fast breaks in your schedule. We have quality products and friendly staff, all devised for the demands of your travel. And if you have a few, stop in for some friends and fun at the Prairie Post. The Prairie Post in Presho, the area's best stop when traveling to or from the games in Lyman. Good luck in today's event. The Prairie Post in Presho, South.
Hey, Doug, got that discount